Welcome to Astrocipher Hindi, where the future is not imagined, it is revealed. For centuries, humanity believed it was alone in the universe. But the truth was, the universe had been watching all along. Far beyond the stars, an advanced alien civilization had been studying different species across the galaxy. They observed intelligence, strength, technology, and survival abilities. And when they finally discovered Earth, they were not impressed. According to their standards, humans were weak. They had fragile bodies, limited lifespans, and constant internal conflicts. Wars, stress, chaos, it all looked like a failing species struggling to survive. In their first official report, humans were classified as low-tier biological organisms, unstable, inefficient. Earth was marked as a non-priority planet, but something unexpected happened. Instead of leaving, the aliens decided to observe humans for a longer period. They wanted to understand one thing: how could such a weak species still survive? So they watched. They watched humans wake up early every day, even when they were tired. They watched them go to work, even when they were stressed. They saw people working under pressure, meeting impossible deadlines, solving problems in chaos, and continuing forward no matter how difficult life became. Factories, offices, hospitals, streets, everywhere they looked, humans were in motion, always doing something, always pushing forward. Even when they failed, they tried again. Even when everything went wrong, they adapted. The aliens were confused. This behavior did not match their definition of weakness, so they increased their observation level. They started analyzing human patterns more deeply. They noticed something extraordinary. Humans did not rely on perfect conditions. They worked in imperfect systems. They performed under stress. They created solutions in crisis. And most importantly, they kept going, even when they had no guarantee of success. The Alien Council gathered to review the updated data. At first, many refused to believe it. How can a weak species operate under such unstable conditions? This is not efficiency. This is chaos. But the data was undeniable. Humans were not just surviving chaos. They were functioning inside it, thriving inside it. To test this further, the aliens conducted a controlled experiment. Without revealing themselves, they introduced small disruptions into human systems. Minor delays, unexpected failures, increased pressure. They wanted to see how humans would react. The results shocked them. Human productivity did not collapse. It increased. People adapted faster. They found new solutions. They worked harder, smarter, and more creatively. The aliens had never seen anything like this. In their civilization, systems were perfect. Everything was optimized. But if something failed, their entire structure slowed down. Humans were different. They were not dependent on perfection. They were built for imperfection. One alien observer wrote in the report, "Humans do not wait for ideal conditions. They create results in the worst conditions." The council was silent. For the first time, they realized something important. Strength is not just physical. Intelligence is not just knowledge. True power is the ability to function under pressure. And humans had mastered it. The final decision was made. Earth was no longer a low-tier planet. A global transmission was prepared. Every satellite, every screen, every device on Earth suddenly activated at the same moment. The sky remained calm, but the signal was everywhere. A single message appeared across the planet. After extensive observation, the species known as humans has been reclassified. People around the world stopped, confused, silent, watching. The message continued. Despite physical limitations and environmental instability, this species demonstrates unmatched productivity under pressure, chaos, and uncertainty. A pause followed. Then the final line appeared. Humans are hereby declared the most productive species in the galaxy. For a moment, the entire world stood still. No one knew who sent the message. No one understood why. But deep inside, every human felt it. All the struggle, all the pressure, all the sleepless nights. They were not signs of weakness. They were proof of something far greater. Proof that humanity was built differently. Far beyond Earth, the Alien Council closed their report. One final note was added. If this species ever reaches its full potential, it may become the most powerful civilization we have ever encountered. And for the first time, the galaxy was no longer observing humans as weak. It was watching them with respect and maybe a little fear. For more mind-blowing sci-fi stories like this, subscribe to Astro Cipher Hindi.